Ark, how you doing this evening? Hope you all have had a fantastic week. Hey, Tarako, how you doing? Oh, that sounds good. Oh, it's been a long week. But at least we had a cool front come through, so that's been nice. How is Haunting of Hill House coming? Good, good. Hey, Joa. I got through the first 2 episodes and it wasn't too scary, but I have heard that the next 2 might be a little frightening, so I'm saving those for the morning. So we'll see. Griffin is not a fan, it seems, of jump scares, because he starts barking right before the jump scare happens, which is kind of funny, so... He is warning me. Maybe that's why it's not so frightening. He's getting me ready. He's like, I know what's about to happen, Mommy. We get to start the night off nice and easy with the dungeon. Alright, let's see. No, that's not the one I'm trying to pick. Stone Vigil. That's not good. There we go. Like, yeah, it's like, I'm not... I like certain types of horror, but it's usually like psychological horror, which I like. But it hasn't been so bad so far. I mean, like, I think the scariest moment was the moment with the door. And, like, I think it was the first episode, where they were leaving the house. The stuff with the kittens was a little freaky. Well, lie. But not, like, give me nightmares type of creepy. And I'm very prone to nightmares, so, like, I had one this week, it was so weird. Like, oh, you know how dreams are hard to describe. Like, somehow I was being followed / attacked by these weird white birds which made the nightmares. I don't know. They turned off the power to the house somehow. Somehow I think that might be more of a state of mind on all the power issues we've been having in Houston. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going in and killing poor dragons. Okay, now I see where we're going. There was a big dragon following us. Hello, Judo. Goodbye, Judo. You're on my treasure chest, buddy. I really should go and sell all these items I get in here. I just keep forgetting to do it. There we go. Just pull up the map. It'll go faster. Come along, everybody. Going on an adventure. Oh, hold on. Hold on, guys. Let's take care of that. Fucking bots, I swear. Thought I had turned off those alerts. Alright, where were we? Oh yeah, running through stuff. Nope. Just us now. Just the real people. Robots here now. I really hope they find whoever this bot person is and they just like give him a wedgie or something. It's so irritating. Hello, Koshi. Somebody just left their lamp and their book? It's almost like something bad happened here. That's not a creepy sound at all, is it? Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Yeah, but the dragon is still between you and the airship, Alphino. Just pointing that out. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Hey, can you just stay here, keep an eye on it, and then punch it if it, wakes up? If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. Just don't get eaten, okay? That settles it, shall we, Sid? As you command. Sid, do you want to get a jacket or something? You've got to be cold. The dragon is named Gorn Captain. So, you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And are you aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great Bringer of Light, Slayer of Ifrit, Bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. By the way, does my chin look familiar? Alphino, the dragon! It's almost like this was inevitable. Confound it all. Bye, Laha. Oh wait, you haven't left yet. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Yeah, he really should have expected it at this point. Hello, Ishgardian. Loading, loading, loading. There we go. Another crystal. How many Pokemans do we have now? Oh. This will be 5. Hey, are you alright? Speak to me. What? I like to phase out of reality sometimes. 12 be praised, I fear the beast had injured you. You were just staring off into the distance, blankly. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Wow, thank you, Alphino, thank you. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. You're welcome! I mean, I do my best. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. I forgot how just snot-nosed bratty was at the beginning. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if you allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If we are all in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it's plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. Great, you're probably going to need to go and get all of the supplies by killing a bunch of things. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Ah, it's no use. Let's go. Alright. I like how they just, like, sit. Endwalker. I still need to buy my, pre-order that. I have no idea why I always have a hard time figuring out how to leave. They really are confusing. Like, I just want to walk out. Why do I have to go talk to someone to leave? That's right, buddy. This will all be yours. Who are you, by the way? Oh, where are you, Alphino? Oh no, do I have to go back to the airship? Did I miss him? Oh! Oh, there he is. Somehow I managed to miss him completely. I wonder if they hadn't loaded in yet. Ah, how I have longed for a more agreeable climate of the Twelves wood. Yet I will not deny that the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. I mean, I didn't do anything but stand around in the cold. But alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair in the Primal Slate. No rest for the heroic, eh? It calms me to look at her. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that line very well. It's as though I've been reunited with part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Okay. Though I am no expert in the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it! We work upon the element itself, using the power of a corrupted crystal. We could clear a path through the storm, and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier, and reverse the quantum flux. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you. We speak of the manifestations of over-expected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, makes perfect sense to me. Since the calamity disrupted the land's aetheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. I mean, if you say so. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether, comprising Garuda's barrier, into the aether of another yeah, we are actually reversing the polarity. One she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaint. That's probably not how you say it, but I'm going to call him Lambertaint. Who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it might sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquez met him. I suppose. Whether out of pity or want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquez was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Yes, poor Marquez. Grace, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Well, at least I don't have to go, like, chop down lumber to repair the beams or anything. Why do you tarry? Our work is not finished. We must press onward until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. Meanwhile, do you like my little dance? Oh, he stopped dancing. The scientist shuffle, yes. Posture grinding. I'll be honest, I don't know if I, okay, I'm like right on top of the... Has he not phased in yet? Is he on top of the hill? He must be on top of that hill. No. Oh, maybe he's in a building. There we go. Dad, you are gorgeous. You do you, buddy. Why yes, I am Professor Lambertaint. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would leave me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. Ah, so rare is it to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit who the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish to conduct field observations? But to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman, please take the necessary precautions so you don't suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store this crystal you seek with this warded pot to protect yourself from the deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of the aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you to the finer points of crystal harvesting. A pot. Well. There. Now we can leave. And that XP, you have me thinking about it, that XP earring now, Tarako. I'm like, oh wait, could I use that to grind my my alternate classes? Maybe that would be handy to have. Haha, Sako! How many times must I explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. But I have a pot. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave! I shall call for the— Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last! The recognition I so rightfully deserve. But haha, Sako, we were not done talking. Oh, Frabjus Day. Calais. That I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, haha, Sako, greatest of Professor Lambertaint's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Muronites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from a large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from the Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Hold on, I need to see what this advanced utility he gave us is. It's a hammer. Well. It's a really big hammer. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Almost overshot it. And down we go. Alright. And down again. Hey there, buddy. What you doing? Like how he just walked up to me and splayed his feathers out wide. He's like, look at me, I'm a big boy. is the tank class for Endwalker that... Like, I know Sage is like DPS, or Sage is heal, and Reaper is DPS, but I couldn't remember the other classes. I see you come galumping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambert Taint will be doubtless chortled with joy when you present it to him in person. Man, this music is quite intense and heroic. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal, overflowing with the wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not acquiring a sheer objective from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman, you could now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collect can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Valdesian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. That seems to happen a lot with you, doesn't it? Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lanasia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanasia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to Imperial Castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lanasia, Pharaoh Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talents or some nonsense. What can I say for certain is that she's still in Ailport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear further fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest you think you are unprepared for the task. Well, bye, Lambertaint. Pleasure as always. Yeah, that was a little straightforward for this game, huh? Vanilla does love its, padding. There's quite a bit less padding as, in the expansions. be on top of the building. There she is. Eh? Corrupted crystals? Madam, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you have no other reason to address me, kindly leave me be. I have a pot! It's not even 4:20. I'll be damned. Professor Lambert did send you. Beg your pardon. Seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh God, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times now. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling. Since I always seem to have the time to explain my motivation in great detail to the subject of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I have all but given up at this point. Well, maybe we just need to ask really nicely. If we can find them. Alright, they're up, but not that far up. There he is. Or she. Ah, you startled me! Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't mean it make it any less frightening. It's spooky season. You don't sneak up on people during spooky season. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra. Bloody hells, lass. Are you drunk or just crazy? I ain't nothing there but death. Death and more death. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that god's forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships, unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Really, Sienna? You had trouble just saying, hey, can I go to Pharaoh Sirius without, you know, a lecture? Ah, you returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Death is the name of a good aged stout they brew on the isle. Oh man. I'm always up for a good stout. Death, death, and more death. They even have a gift shop now. Oh, worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for all travel the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, you were questioning those yellow jackets. I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfriend, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. I hear you punch really hard, so you should do it. Hey, buddy. Seen any ghosts lately? I have to go back. She calls to me. Sings to me. Tell Mimidoa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me? Yes. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. Well, that seems normal. What did Skyfearin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. What was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Well, thanks. I guess I have to go get Grote now. Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. I don't remember why I got this feather or where, but here. Hey, bugger me. Is that what I think it is? No, it couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Sky friend, you say? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up the fair. How serious he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra. Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Pulled ports up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hired some sellswords and let them sort it out. But, you'll do in a pinch. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see you there and back. Do I have to bring Sienna? Okay, fine. Hey, Sienna, you want to go catch some ghosts? So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. Hope the value of your time you saw fit to waste was amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfriend superior? I find that hard to believe. But this writ of passage does appear to be genuine. So it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra. Without me. Fine, fine. If I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back and haunt you. Come on, it'll be a fun road trip. Just us and the girls. Take me to the Isle of Umbra, she bids. As if it's as simple as... Oh, I see you've got a written passage. Alright then, climb aboard. It's almost as if that was absurdly simple. This doesn't seem that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, hells with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupt crystals before, right? So this isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. I'm just gonna go run away. Hey, David. I got a little close. Sorry, buddy. Beg your pardon, madam, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I have a pot. An old pot. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal? Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Here, let's get, you know, an appropriate social distance between us. The written master whom Udoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. Hold on. I'm looking up, and I see the sky. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not a product of a mage thaumaturgy or colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by etheric blah 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 blah. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all our work has ceased since rumors of Wait the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. I don't want to be stuck in a zombie apocalypse movie as much as the next man, but those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawing them our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal. You help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for the one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came here ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing about the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Well, they seem fine. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks and their cargo. But those queer dead things in that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care. That is, and start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Finish your sentence. Finish the thought. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Doa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass, with skin as soft as phoenix down, to return. Which I'm assuming is you. Oh. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Look. No, David, no. I will punch you, little man. What's been keeping you, initiate? Ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk that wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all? Bloody hells, this takes me back to the days of Cannon Boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned 'em last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? As though we're going to actually tell you what we're talking about. Some folks said the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones that this day would come. And come it has. I bet me bum ear a siren's behind all this. I did not know sirens were behind zombie apocalypses. The more you know. Nay, not one of them sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them what's got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death a man stays bound to be forced to do her bidding, till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink. And I'd regret it after. Anyway, it's up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy before she takes another soul. By the way, how is your soul doing? Do you mind, risking it? Of course, we can't just send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man that can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair. And lucky for both of us I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best head over to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate. Time to go get us a pint of death, death, and more death. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet, do you hear that? 'Tis her. I thought we weren't supposed to hear things. Look out, over the water. She come, initiate. She's come. Well, aren't you pretty? Quick, lass, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls. We'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Mine everything all. I can't seem to move. True love spurned, her cruelty's reward. Ah, there we go. Last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not relent to regret forever alone? slips of the heart. Oh, well. Yeah, am I alright? Ah, better than that initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course I'd be happy as a sailor with two who's Watsits, if we'd gutted the songstress. But you can't have everything, can ya? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do now, don't we? Thanks for the help, but, bugger me, I clean forgot your name. Remind me, Grace. Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me old mate, what's name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. Oh, that was fun. Hi, David. Were you able to get my my crystal? That'd be really helpful. And straightforward, sort of. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimido was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Huh. Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame you for carrying earplugs around with them. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupt crystal you want, safely sealed within the pot. Just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Wow, that was... quite simple. He did manage to find it, without us having to go get it ourselves. You know, it's fair not to trust it. Oh, it's you! Welcome back. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Fully expecting the third time's a charm scenario. Yeah, right? We'll see if it's the right one. Aha! The conquering hero returns, bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations! Seldom have I ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected aether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected aether to counteract the effects of raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements can tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Well, you were right. Please don't send me back to talk to him. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected aether. An associate of mine in Verdania, because that's the only place you haven't been yet, has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's with that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Hedden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it's undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, don't let me keep you. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Oh, God. The giggity. Giggity. Giggity giggity. When I was running this originally, this quest killed me so many times. Sorry, where were we? Giggity. That is a look, madam. Love it. Greetings and salutations, Miss Highwood, I presume? Sienna informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though, as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. I mean, it's not like you're doing this to save the world or anything. You're not on a schedule or something, right? To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance in staging courses following calamity. Alas, that's no longer the case. And while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found in the 12th room, precisely where it's at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that want to seek out ores and other stones. Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12th room. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident this one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that the Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... you couldn't care less about this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Oh no, who now? Hold on. I'm making something special real quick. Yeah, Twitch really needs to get this boss bot thing under control. Whatever disguise would be advantage. Dodos don't pay attention to the important things like being a primal slayer, but their palms twitch with anticipation when they've heard about this adventurer who do the most menial tasks. I mean, you're not wrong. Forgot to type the /ban. There we go. Giggity. There. Now that we are properly prepared, let us go find this giggity. Giggity. It rains for the death of the giggity. Had to do one last giggity for the man, the legend. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, is that... What is that god's awful smell? Well, my word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. I also see you weren't averse to digging through that brigand's entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a great debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warden pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal that you sought, one overflowing with earth suspected as aether. Calm down, I jest. It's comprised of I suspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Fuck you, Hayden. Beg your pardon. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Marquez. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? Which would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Oh well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Well, I guess if that is the end of the giggity, then we must move on with our quest. You know, when I was looking at cutscenes earlier today, I was like, oh, we might get through this within 1 or 2 streams. No. All repairs and modifications have been completed. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Don't mind how sticky the crystal is. It should be fine. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it'll become something great, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Okay, Sid, but there we go. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. You must understand, tests can only tell so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there's a small but statistically significant chance the crystal could trigger a massive, maybe we should remain cautious about this. I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I don't know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. Apologies for the sudden outpouring of resentment. I would have waited until after the mission, but I understand. Oh, hi, Mika. We've been joined by a Mikachu.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Really? Really out there?
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Uh-oh. Plot migraine.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Look, he's such a baby.
The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
Yeah, the beard really does make him look way older, because every time someone was like, I think of you as my son, I'm like, you look like you're the same age!
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
To eye.
When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
I guess the beard is his time-skip beard, if his clean-shaven face is any indication. Well, this is new. We haven't done this in any, previous, flashbacks.
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
Of course, I mean, we're getting his whole life story here.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
Just... I don't know. What just happened here?
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you. Or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Yes, I often appear to hand out goggles to random airship pilots. It's my side gig. My other side hustle. Among all of my side hustles.
The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinod, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Well, that was convenient. I guess our plot migraine helps fix the plot amnesia. As you do. Wait, there we go. intrude upon my sanctuary. Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12th preserve, she's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Oh. Alja and Kobold prisoners. Why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to you and to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Do we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. Why are you two here, talking to her? You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us. We'll keep him distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail. Remember, you fight for the signs. For Eosia. Oh, that's some pretty lighting there. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Yeah, the same song is legit. Maybe I should slow play this so we can hear a little more. Have that now, so I'll have to check. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? Well, hold on, guys. I'll just play it again. We can defeat her. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gift sustains me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to awaken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God! Of course! Worship, so long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Let's stop them. None! No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. And they'll suffer too. Soon, the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Yes, the sea lice. I'm talking about something other than actual sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. I am quite the Bond villain monologuing here, aren't I? You, landwalker, you who dare to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. I think... No, I claimed you. You should be mine. Oh, hey, look! It's our 6th Pokemon! We caught them all, guys! Well, I do like having a whole set. Although, not sure what that means. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Oh.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it!
Not really.
Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Do you think you could do better, Gaius?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
Speaking of Bond villains.
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
Not die.
Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all?
Oops.
Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty, bring, grant us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Oh, but she does. She needs to make fireflies of them all. Oh, well, this is a problem.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Bye, Gaius. Have fun.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Bum bum bum.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion. and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... I'm sure mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misled by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. By returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. I mean, yeah, shame, except, you know. It's past time we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Time for our familiar walk. Yeah, it's still kind of depressing and dead silent in here. But Yep, no one's picked up. It's almost like people are afraid of the place or something. What, did a bunch of murders happen here? I had no idea. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. Tell me, does aught strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let's proceed into the solars. Wait. Be quiet. And... who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino, Reyes! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola's here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papolino and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. The one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful enough, though his Allagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand. Now we must act. It's up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Rest sounds good, doesn't it? Uh-oh.
Hear.
Plot migraine.
Feel. Think.
Certainly has a different meaning. If you know what's coming.
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Well, thanks, Mommy. Appreciate it. Mommy Crystal. Stola! Grayus, I see you and Alphino are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It's as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Soir guides us all. He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfili and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Curthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Alright, we'll do a little more and then we'll wrap up for the night. To Curthus. Back to the friendliest people in all of Eorzea. The Ishgardians. Again, Portelaine. Ah, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. What do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Astola, but of course Lord Drillmont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seven Dogs. Castro Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain the scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Elizan man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them! That has to be Menfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tetaru. It's not that... If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. An Imperial airship made emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rodigan and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? Balrog of Mordor. I mean, a Rodigan and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress. Both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they've captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I'd fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castro Central will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that admits some delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you'd best act now, so get moving. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. Oh, that's cheery. Cheery thoughts are Stola, thanks. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portland said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. I mean, were we not going to? Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Okay, you might a little, but not too much. Meanwhile... Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all of our efforts will be vindicated if the Emperor's vision becomes a reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability that they so desperately crave. And which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Yes, the Imperials have to have extra wide doorways for their stupendously large helmets and ridiculous armors. You haven't even seen the most ridiculous one. I laugh every time I see, oh god, what's his name? Prince. Rita 10, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the western front of Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Perfectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. I and my buzzsaw hands will go. My quarters, 1 hour. Ew. Ugh. Gross. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Albathia's spine. Owing this, I have the honor of being acquainted with the stolen. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way of Dismail Darkwood, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Verkelt, may be able to tell you more, so as to expedite your mission. I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you soon will be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Oh, not name day guy, although he is plenty ridiculous. I was thinking of, God, his name has completely escaped me. You stand before Dismail Darkwood, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I think this letter will tell you everything you need to know. A letter from Lord Portaline. So you have come about the Imperial airship. No. He's like the main villain of Stormblood. Literally, I have just completely blanked on his name. Creepy guy. Prince. We fight him off at the end. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all account, burst forth and revolted. Yes, Xenos! Yes, Xenos. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captains are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray they are a step ahead of their pursuers. Emergency landing reportedly took place near the Autumn Bay, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pyramus. He should be able to assist you. I know some people really love Xenos. I'm not one of them. I saw it approach and land with my own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take off to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Rough orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness and alert our forces. I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the footprints to their owners. And when I saw only one set of footprints, it was then I knew that I was looking in the wrong place. Sadly, the armor didn't look silly enough. Oh, I mean, I mean, I'm sure they could have gone a little more extreme. I just don't understand how he fits through doorways with that. Or walks. Like, just them walking in that armor, it's like, it looks like they have to kind of like waddle like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Keep following the footprints. Hey, buddy. What you doing? So cold. I want to go home. Hi there. Ah! Don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Oh, that's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them even. I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw, thrice! And then I finally found cover. It hit me how cold and hungry I was. He is a potato wedge. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he was always taken care of. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. Both Ida and Gustola are helping out. I'm sure he'll find out soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position, keeping an eye out for Biggs. Memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. A monument tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet us there. Dare I hope was that Master Garland you spoke with? Oh yeah, that's right, you haven't been around since, all of this came about. After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to the monument tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Those crystals just always look like blood. Blood in the ice. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you've had a hard journey ahead of you. You must rest when you can. Is the game trying to tell me we should take a break? I think it is. Well, I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Beggs is still all alone in the cold with the Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you can search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Oh god. This isn't gonna be quick finding him, is it? A Rhodegan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry that he didn't come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze because, you know, we're dramatic, and it might be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. I just guess I didn't go far enough in the cave. Oh, no, I just completely blanked on having to click on something. Oh, that would have been too easy, I suppose. Nope, not there. Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Notorious Biggs. We can't give up. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry! Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. You'd think I would leave this fire, but no, I'm really cold. Lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not found around here in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it's possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through the Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee your search will bear fruit, it's surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. So what you're saying is I should take the shortcut on the way down. And shortcut. Why, look! How convenient. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Grace, it's well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of him. He will perish if we delay. With me! He's not alone! Kill them all! My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Oh. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. We could just take him back to the tower. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. Aw, Wedge, don't cry. I cannot thank you enough, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just... I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge's too. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Flags. Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in this flesh. When Alphalo told me of the raid on Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself was asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a distant horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor air. Nay, they were born there, by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off to the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Philly and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was probably months, maybe only weeks. How long has it been since any of this happened? And anyway, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken there, we weren't likely to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control, and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Wahahaha. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story, sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That would have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful in the tight spot, my friend. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. And Philly and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! I liked how he just did that little swirl. Alright, I think this is a good spot to leave it. So, thank you all for coming out. And, let's see. Next week, yeah, I guess I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I hope you guys have a good week in the meantime. And I'll catch you next time. Bye now.